Quentin, it's not your job to create your vision. It's your job to have a vision. And then it's your job to hire talented individuals, to hire talented artists who understand your vision. And you articulate it to them. And then they take your vision and they create it. And by them creating it, you part it back a little bit, you add a little bit to it, but your vision is still a two-dimensional vision. They will take the different elements of your vision and make it three-dimensional. And then you'll get back more than you gave them, and then you'll know even more what you're talking about and what you're seeing, and then the vision will get filled in. You think you have to do everything, and you don't. You don't need to know anything about sewing to have wonderful costumes in your films. You just need to express what you want to the costume designers. You don't need to have a degree in engineering to have magnificent sets in your pieces. You need to describe what it is you want. You don't need to know how to take a bunch of different light stands and put them together to create a specific lighting effect. That's not your job. You don't need to know any of that. What you need to know is you need to have a vision and you need to know how to express it. And then you let the other people take it and do it for you. That is what a director does.
How you doing? I'm Cory Hunter and I'm back with another one. All right, here we got Quentin Tarantino giving us a filmmaker's tip. Pretty much, man, the moral of this story is that as a filmmaker, or rather, in this case, as a director, the main thing you should be concerned with is being a director, directing the cast and crew. I know now in this day and age with a whole bunch of content creators, we're so used to doing everything. Moving the lights, controlling the camera, knowing the angles, knowing your lenses, being a producer, being a cinematographer, being a jack of all trades. And what Quentin Tarantino is doing is he's bringing us back with this tip. And what he's telling us is that as a director, your main concern is to simply just be a director. So what that pretty much means is that your job as a director is to communicate your vision to the cast and crew and to pretty much trust them. What you're doing is you're delegating. What you're doing is you're explaining what you see, what you feel, how you see this movie that you created in your head. You're telling the actors, this is what I think your character is. This is what I see when I see your character. But then we let the actor take that character and create something of their own. So that even makes sense. All right, actors aren't just pawns or tools, man. Actors are people, but they're also creators in their own right. Obviously, that's why they're celebrities, all right? Actors have a talent. Directors communicate their vision to the actor, and they use their talent to bring that vision to life. So at the end of the day, what it really comes down to is collaboration. Everyone coming together to create this singular vision. And it's our director who's guiding this singular vision. Do I agree? There's exceptions to every rule. I think for beginner filmmakers, the people on the bottom level, and when I say the bottom level, I mean the people without a crew. Yeah, you do need to be a jack of all trades. You do need to be the producer, the director, the scriptwriter, the grafter, and everything else, and everyone else. Sometimes you might have to be an actor as well because you just don't have the people to help you create this vision. You have volunteers, and you can use these volunteers in whatever positions you think is right for them. But overall, you need to do more to create that vision because you don't have the resources. I think what Quentin Tarantino is talking about is more traditional situation in which, we got a director and he got an entire cast and crew. a real indie film, you know? And when I say indie film, I don't mean, oh man, I got $500, I saved it up and I'm making a movie, because indie films got a pretty decent budget, and $500 ain't really an indie film. Know what I'm saying? That's more of a home movie at this point. Not saying that you can't do something incredible with $500, but you know, yeah, I don't think you want to put that to compete with something that had a budget of like $10,000, you know, or $20,000 or $100,000. You know, sometimes movie sets made on $1 million budget is considered an indie film. So I think that's what he's talking about. Once you reach that level, when you have the resources to actually make a real movie, that your only job is not to take on the roles of everyone else. And I do think this is important, because I think if you are a filmmaker who's been grinding, doing everything themselves, and you do make it to that level, you get into the habit of, oh man, I gotta command everything. Nah, just sit back and like just master your vision. Master how you can communicate to your cast and crew so that you can create something special. And yeah, man, that's what I think it comes down to. I know there are a lot of us who want to be creators, who want to be directors. We watch movies, we criticize it, and we're tough on it. We might be a little bit of movie snobs. We got our favorites. We got movies that we absolutely dislike because it's silly or whatever the reason may be. But sometimes we forget, in terms of like tearing down these movies or, you know, judging these films, what the director's job is. And it makes it easy to forget the talent that the director has as well. Communication is a big deal. And it's not just communication, but it's also a vision. To have a genuine vision and to be able to communicate that, that's pretty much what he's saying in a nutshell. It's not somebody who's trying to be pretentious, somebody who's pretending to be deep, or, you know, be fake deep, or whatever the case may be. This is somebody with a genuine vision who know how to communicate and lead an entire cast and crew. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So for those of us who want to be filmmakers, it comes down to having a genuine vision. And then from there, you know, we can move forward. I'm saying. So once again, that was Quentin Tarantino giving us another movie tip. I'm Cory Hunter. Thank you for joining me. And until next time.